Welcome to Rolls of Redemption, where we redeem your Monday one roll at a time. Grab your snack, grab a drink of choice, and let's get rolling.
I found my
I
snack.
didn't
And
screw it up
you
that time.
nailed that this week because you didn't say it earlier. That's why
I
you
did
nailed it
actually,
this
though,
week.
because I said it to Janine multiple times. I just didn't say it on camera, so it was okay.
Oh, darn.
It's the camera magic then.
It is the camera magic. Got a new friend. Welcome, welcome.
Ooh.
Or is it whom? No, I'm not going to go there. It's fine. Whom's house? Because that's a thing. In no English book ever. All right, so today is a very special episode because last week we finished our campaign. It was awesome. There were tiers. There were actually quite a few tiers from quite a few players. A couple of characters as well. And it was everything I had hoped for 3 years ago when I started planning it. So I'm delighted. And then we get to do our annual Halloween one-off. We've done a bunch of different nonsensical things for Halloween in the past. This week we will be doing a one-shot where the players are playing monsters. So I sent them their stats up front, and they kind of got to pick some iconic, well-known characters, and they get to play them to the best of their memory, which is going to be really fun if you haven't seen Casper the Friendly Ghost in 30 years or so, because I kind of don't remember what Casper does. At least I now know what Cyberman is, because 2 years ago I hadn't seen Doctor Who. No hating, please. I'm getting better. So before we...
I did my homework last night and rewatched Nightmare and make sure that I was properly prepared to embody all the terror that I can muster.
Nice. So
You really
I'm
did.
really...
I can attest to that.
really worried now. You're just gonna murder Hobo anyone. Anyways, we'll see. Any questions, comments, concerns before I start us off?
I have no idea what we're doing. I assume that's fine.
That is truth.
I'm just waiting to find out how
It's going to
Casper
be
got
real
here.
weird to just...
Yeah. All right.
It's going to be super weird just playing off a stat block. I got real dice. I got a whole pile of dice in front of me because this
Pile of
feels like the
dice.
right way to do it. And why roll in D&D Beyond if my character's not even in D&D Beyond, you know?
I concur.
That's why I didn't even bother putting the dice on the screen.
I will warn you that apparently Nathan and my internet is kind of slow tonight because there is a significant lag between when he speaks and when he speaks.
Okay.
When he speaks in real life and when he speaks on my computer.
I'm seeing it.
He's talking over people, and he's not actually talking over people.
Aw.
So just FYI.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
It's not your fault.
We will be mindful
Thanks,
of...
T-Mobile.
Yeah. All right. Tonight, in-game. Tonight is All Hallows Eve, a night famed for mischief, trickery, sweets, and surprises. Long have your people used this night, filled with costumes and a general trusting of the public, to perform dastardly deeds. This year, it was simple. Steal the jewels, deliver them to the fence, take the boat to the harbor, and get paid. The three of you trick-or-treated your way into the jewelry store with no problems, raising no suspicions, and setting off no alarms. Until somehow they noticed the jewelry starting to float invisibly out of the vault. Very quickly, the ghost in your party started tossing jewels to each of you. The Nazgul, your gloved, gauntleted hand snagged a ruby encrusted in a beautiful brooch. Our Cyberman suddenly started clinking as a bunch of metallic earrings made of sterling steel? Steel's magnetic, right? Yeah. Basically everything that's magnetic started sticking to you. And you watch as this necklace just made of a series of pearls with a beautiful diamond kind of floats in the air. And the three of you hit the street as the alarm starts ringing and you start racing. 5 minutes pass as you get lost in the crowd, the three of you sticking together. Casper turning into a more humanoid form and blending in with the crowds until you find yourselves standing outside the walls. In front of you is this gorgeous wall, hundreds of feet to the left and the right. There are trick-or-treaters of all shapes, sizes, costumes, and ages flowing to and from, but at this time of dusk, mostly into the gate. You can easily get yourselves lost in the crowd if you so choose. But here, at the entrance to Disney World, you first need to get past Simon the ticket scanner, as the sirens of the local police still buzz behind you.
We have to sneak our way into Disney? That's like 99.9% impossible.
I'm a ghost.
You're welcome. So each of you have.
You're telling me I'm not supposed to murder hobo all of these children and turn them into.
I mean, how dark do you want this to go?
Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna upgrade Simon the ticket scanner. Let's put it that way.
That's a
That is
great
on our
idea,
side.
actually.
The problem is solved.
So you have less than an hour to get inside, find the fence, rid yourselves of your jewels, and somehow find your way into the harbor. How would you like to get yourselves into Disney? And the map is
Neither
live,
of you
Peter.
fly, or just me?
What was that?
Can either of you fly, or is it just me?
I'm always flying.
No,
And then
you seem nice.
I
That's a
disappear.
shame.
because I go into the ethereal plane and then I come back. And I can disappear when I want.
The one thing you did notice is the jewelry you're carrying did not
I
disappear.
figured that happened. He fumbles and tries to catch them all real quick.
It is one huge. You're probably talking a $2,000 or $3,000 necklace.
Robert, do I have a Nazgul steed?
You do not currently have a nightmare horse or dragon because you're in Disney World.
Damn it.
If you would like to summon a nightmare steed or dragon, you will no longer be incognito. I'm not saying you can't.
Okay, I want to go up to Simon the Ticket Scanner, just give him a big ol' hug. As a friendly little trick-or-treater I am adaptable.
All right. Let's see. You start walking up, and he goes, "Welcome to Disney. My name's Simon. Are you here to trick or treat?"
Yes.
Perfect. You've come to the place. Tickets, please.
I'm here to trick, and I grab him.
Make me an athletics check. He is going
You have to roll a
do-
d20 and then figure it out. So that's a 12. Strength is +3, so 15.
And I rolled a 12 plus 2, 14. You successfully grab a hold of Simon the ticket scanner. If you're looking at the map, I did use the token of Simon Amor from the D&D movie.
I noticed.
Because it makes me happy. He's in costume, y'all. Come on. You can see a lot of costumed people that you know. All right, what are you doing to my poor ticket scanner here?
I am going to upgrade him.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cyberman will grapple any humanoid or undead creature sizes small, medium, or large. If after 2 rounds the creature does not escape the grapple, it must succeed a DC 18 Constitution check or enter cyber control.
All right. So you do that. And he is going to try and wiggle his arm out of your grasp, thinking you're some very strange person. No, you need a ticket. Tickets only. And so give me an opposed athletics or acrobatics.
While this is happening, can Casper try to go through the turnstile, clearly going through an object as he waves and smiles at the struggling ticket man?
You are absolutely welcome to do so. Give me a maybe performance or stealth check, or depends if you want to be seen or
I'm
not
going to go
seen.
with performance because he's trying to be clever.
Mm-hmm.
Do I not have any proficiencies? I don't have any proficiencies. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of these characters are not built for roleplay. It's very funny.
It's okay. I got an 18 on the die, so that's going to be a 21 with my charisma.
Ooh.
His
Damn.
passive perception
Nice.
is 11. So he is so engrossed with the 3 that he rolled to get out of your grapple. That's right, a 3, because he's got a negative on this. That he does not even notice you pass by.
I was a little worried about my 14, but apparently nothing to be concerned about.
Yeah.
While that is happening, can I try a deathless or a fell glare?
Sure.
Cool.
On
This
who?
guy's never going to come back to work.
On Simon?
Is this a single target, or are you just frightening the whole?
A single target.
Okay.
It's a single target. The rider gazes at a creature within 30 feet of itself.
All right. What is this? A wisdom saving throw?
The creature must succeed, a DC 13 wisdom saving throw. So I'm just going to sort of saunter up next to the Cyberman and just stare menacingly.
Charm. I've got nothing for this. Okay. Here we go. That is an 11 plus 1, 12.
He fails.
He is going to try
So,
desperately to rip his arm away from the Cyberman and flee.
Yeah, because he's now
He is
frightened.
terrified.
So I'm gonna walk on through.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to. He just starts screaming. No! Nightmare! It's a nightmare! Let go, you awful person in a tin can! And he's going to try one more time to get out of this. So, make me an opposed athletics, Nathan. No, never mind. That is a 0. A full-on goose egg. 1 minus 1, 0.
All right. Well, give me that DC 18 Constitution check against entering cyber control.
All right. I'm not bad at this one. Ah, 20.
Damn.
16 plus 4, baby.
I guess you have to have a high constitution to work Disney's ticket sales.
Obviously. Lots of charisma,
Wow.
lots of constitution. Nothing else. Nothing else. He is a sorcerer, after all.
So, okay. So, in that case, I'm just going to shove him away from me and pass on by at this point. Instead of like trying
Alright.
to grapple him for 2 more turns just to upgrade him.
Nice. He's going to flee. Just absolutely book it and flee. And you guys are now in the park.
And that poor man is traumatized for life.
He is. He will never work here
It's
ever again.
unfortunate. He seemed like such a nice guy. Are you a bully, Mr.
He seemed to be
Cyberman?
useful. If you're not careful, you too will be upgraded.
Well, I suppose that could be nice for a change of pace. I have had this form for quite some time.
You seem harder to grapple.
I can touch things when I want, but nothing can touch me.
Silence.
All
I
right.
will adapt.
You can adapt. Walking in, you are in this kind of very large area that at the center has a small house, a gazebo, quite possibly. Sitting on this enormous throne in a gazebo is this person, obviously puppeteering a monstrous blob form. He's green, and he has servants attending to him, and he appears to be selling tickets, as a sign right out front says carriage rides. Looking around, you see shops in this very market atmosphere. You hear noise, you hear glee, you hear the occasional shrieking as someone takes a trick instead of a treat. You see all the people dressed up, including many of the patrons of these little stores. There are options to buy things from sandwiches to knitted dolls, shiny rocks, food on sticks. There's scooters available, and cotton candy, of course. You do also get more details if you can make me a successful perception or investigation check.
got a 14 perception.
Nice, nice.
Investigation is intelligence, right?
Yes.
All right, so that'll be a 16.
Nice.
I got an 8 perception.
Oh. So with your investigation check, you realize that each of the shops has a little sign outside of what they sell. There are two that are particularly hopping. One of them is the first one to your right, immediately through the gate. It is the map shop. The other one that is just absolutely overrun is the one selling spoons.
Like
As
actual spoons?
yeah, like
Um,
collector's spoons,
Ah,
like collectibles. Yeah. With the 14 perception check, you pick up on one additional detail that there are two additional details. There are currently no carriages right here, right now. And then on the far side of the little market square, there seems to be a security guard sitting very vigilantly atop a horse with a paddy wagon made of bars attached to the horse.
And our goal is to find the fence.
Your goal is to find the fence.
Map store seems like a good place to start.
agreed.
But it's very busy, isn't it?
It is very busy.
Also, the paddy wagon does not concern me. I can electrocute the horse, and I don't think it'll be chasing us.
Fantastic.
I might be playing this more chaotic evil than lawful evil, but yeah. It's practical.
It is
Fantastic.
practical. Are you able to zoom in on the map personally, or
I can't zoom any further than what I can see right now.
I can.
okay.
Uh,
Just giving you a heads up of you should look at who the security guard is before you decide to
Is that a
assault
paladin?
them.
Yes.
A very
Yes, it
specific
is.
paladin?
No, it's
The
the
paladin.
paladin. It is the
oh
paladin.
no!
Yes.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say,
yes.
I'm not afraid of bars because my room
It is the
my
hot
room
man
growing
paladin.
up had bars on it,
Yes.
and I went in and out all the time.
I have just now looked at the map with everybody. It's hysterical.
Good. I hope you enjoyed this.
Very much so, yes.
I want to see the shiny rocks and the glow stuff. And then we can have cotton candy. Although I
Not
can't taste
now.
cotton candy. I imagine it's sweet though.
Not now.
All right, Grumpy and Electrocutor.
As you start walking towards the huge crowd around the map maker, you hear just this faint screaming of Simon wailing somewhere in a building far, far away.
My cousin used to wail like that.
Was he a humpback?
No, he was a poltergeist.
How delightful.
All right. As you get closer, you see exactly why this place is hopping. Up for sale, you see this very short man standing on top of a podium that he obviously made himself. It is glowing. He is glowing. The dude has glow sticks, rave sticks all over him. His chest hair is magnificent. This is clearly a costume. It's like he put a carpet under his shirt, and it's just springing out. He has a guitar, though he is not playing that guitar. And in front of him is a cauldron the size of a VW Beetle filled with candy. And he is also selling 2 maps. Sorry, 2 types of maps. You
Can we tell
probably
what
have
types
about
of maps they are?
How would you like to go about figuring out the differences or something? You're probably 5 minutes of waiting in line before you're close enough to actually touch him. The crowd of children specifically is so dense.
Can I grab the maps from somebody who's retreating, who's like leaving?
Absolutely. You can roll me a sleight of hand check. DC 10, because stealing candy from children is usually easy.
Let me see. What is sleight of hand? That is Dex. That is a 12.
You snatch it right out of the kid's hand, and he does not seem to notice. The little guy dressed as Spider-Man keeps on going, eyes set on the doll store next to a couple ways down the lane. Looking at the map, it is marked with a whole bunch of X's. Basically, this is your candy map. It shows you... It's a trick-or-treating map. It tells you all the different locations within the park that offer candy. And you see that this market square is only the beginning, that the park definitely has more things outside of the market square.
Is there a fence on it?
As you look down and further along, you see that after Main Street, you would come to Central Plaza, which is kind of where the park then divides into a whole bunch of different locations. The Central Plaza is a small little location here, almost like an island in the midst of this roundabout. It looks like the horse carriages go and circle Central Plaza and then return back to the front. It's hard to tell, but it does look like there are probably some fenced-in areas around Central Plaza.
You really shouldn't take things from children. We could have just gone up and asked the nice man. Or just take one from the shelf. He has so many.
Nobody has time for that.
Casper's gonna go up.
I'm sorry, but
Can Casper just go up and
Go
grab
ahead.
the other type of map?
Give me a stealth check to see if anyone notices you, like, cold shouldering them. Nathan, what were you saying?
I at this point I have to ask: are we looking for a literal fence, or are we looking for someone to fence our stolen goods to?
You are looking for someone to fence your stolen goods to, but
Okay.
you have
Oh.
no details. You have no details other than they're a fence here in the park.
Okay. My
Cool.
bad. I heard a fence and I was like, is there a fence? Sorry, I autismed.
Cat, you know my love for puns. You know the fence
There's gonna be a fence involved in the fence.
is involved in. Yes.
True.
Come on.
Fair.
I would have had to
true.
have actually given you more information if it wasn't going to be something stupid
got-
like that. So you are
I gotta
on
start
point.
checking on my stealth.
That's fair.
The children don't seem to notice you, but the fancy man with his glowy self and voluptuous chest hair watches you and just kind of gives you this little What are you about over there?
I want to. What's it called? I want to use my change shape, but like just on the top half to turn into my human Lidara form, which is a chesty female, and just wave and smile as I grab the map and then float away just like this.
Make me something with charisma. You're right over
I
there.
don't know what charisma this is, but that was a 9 on the dice, so 12.
Oh no. Do you have how do I supposed to...
I have some features that I could do more severe things, but I'm trying to not traumatize every child and age them by 20 years.
Thank you.
There are side effects to me scaring
I can't.
things.
Yeah, there are. I can't seem to find my stat block. Oh. What was your total? 12. He's gonna just kind of be very offended and start waving at you, going, "Thief! Thief! Really pretty thief!"
Do not worry, I will handle them, and I'm just going to take. Oh, hello, a light that has turned on when I touched it.
Gandalf?
I'm just going to take my hand, grab onto Casper, and like grab them and start look like I'm going to slam them into the ground, but not actually, and then just walk away.
All right. As you do so, you see this person kind of reach down and grab a glow stick, and you realize it's not a glow stick, but it is a Roman candle. And as you all start walking away, you hear the of a lighter. And are any of you looking back, or are you on your way away?
I'll look back, but I'm changing back to my normal ghost form too.
He takes it and holds it in two hands in the most uncomfortable position possible. And you watch it just erupt straight up into the sky as it goes, and the crowd starts cheering, and you hear the braying of horses, and all of you see the security guard begin to turn his coach towards your direction.
I'm going to duck down and go half into the ground so that only the map and the necklace are above ground, and start trying to hide among the children.
No, you should hide under my robes.
Also valid, viable. And you start hearing the kids behind you going, do another. And he starts going with little tiny fake fireworks, almost cap guns with smoke, as the security guard starts rolling in. Give me a stealth check at advantage, please.
Did you say at advantage?
Specifically for Casper, yes.
19. Because I'm in the ground.
19. You are. Let me see what his perception is. Come on, please be
the rest of
worthwhile.
us need to do stealth?
You do not, because he only seemed to peg Casper as a bad guy.
Okay.
And his passive perception is 13. My boy real strong, and he real pretty. There's nothing else going on here. All right, where would the three of you like to go? As you now have a map that shows all of the shops, none of the treats, and a bunch of weird scribbles in various locations.
I would like to go somewhere where I can read the weird scribbles.
Do any of your character sheets mention Thieves' Cant by any chance?
My character sheet just says any language she knew in life.
All right.
Same.
You can each pick two numbers between 1 and 10 and roll me a d10. So tell me your numbers before you roll.
3 and 7.
I'm gonna do 3 and 8. I got a 3.
All right. You do know Thieves' Cant.
I got a 5.
You do not know Thieves' Cant. Is there something broken about
Yeah,
Cyberman?
I think Cyberman
that-
maybe shut down.
Oh no.
But okay, Cyberman has returned.
Am I
We're
still
back.
here?
But I think it makes sense that
Okay.
Casper doesn't know Thieves' Cant because I think Casper may or may not have become ghosted at the age of like 6. So
Yeah. Yeah. Casper's like a good little boy, I think.
Oh,
Does
The Cyberman only speaks common, which is baffling.
good.
so much for AI.
All right. Where would you like to go with your contraband?
Is there anything on the map that looks like a fence?
You're going to definitely need to take a few minutes to study the map. So where would you like to go to study the map?
Right.
Food on sticks and candy.
I was thinking the same thing. If we go to a place with food, we can get food and then study the map, and we don't look sketchy.
Ooh, let's do cotton candy now, since the scary policeman is coming over the other way and he's not near the cotton candy man. And then when he comes back, then we'll do food on sticks.
Agreeable.
That seems agreeable.
So that is... I'm going to need all three of you to make me performance checks at advantage to not look shady.
Then
Because you are passing right by
I feel
him.
like I should turn back into the woman, but like fully just look like the woman now. Not like the partial half ghost thing, and pretend to
Yeah.
walk too.
Absolutely. I'll allow this.
21.
That time to reveal that my charisma is a -1.
Mine's a
The
negative
opposite of
3.
Torkel.
14.
Okay.
12.
Do you have anything to make that better?
Can
Me?
I offer the help action by
They already
But,
have
like,
advantage.
in some way try to
Oh, wait,
help
we
them?
have advantage?
Oh,
Yes.
well, again.
Oh, hold on.
I was gonna say that I could just pretend to be a woman and just say aloud, "It's so nice to have men who will just cosplay with you, even if they're a little stiff at it."
I mean, now instead of a 12.
13 meets.
Yes!
Yep.
That's fantastic.
All right. Like, you gotta have something here. Great. Zenk, from his high horse, looks down at you and locks eyes with this evil child of Sauron, and just for some reason goes, "Yeah, those robes, they look homemade," and keeps on going. You have successfully gotten past security check number 2. And by the time you make your way to the cotton candy, he is off and out and about and patrolling. So you will need to keep your eyes open for the security guard as he is searching desperately for Casper, the not-so-friendly thieving ghost. As you make your way towards the cotton candy, you pass by the apprentice. This little guy is wearing a pointed hat, and he's got a broom, and he seems to be using this really cool glow stick to make all sorts of colors appear. And behind him, he's got a variety of glowing balls, glowing staves, glowing sticks, glowing spheres, which are different than balls because they do the swirly thing on the inside. So lots and lots of really fun stuff. There's glowing rocks. All of these things seem to be in his little shop. But all of his candy seems to be pretty lame. It's really just Tootsie Rolls, which I love Tootsie Rolls, so I'm not knocking Tootsie Rolls, but it's just the chocolate Tootsie Rolls, which really doesn't fit his aesthetic. Getting to the cotton candy, you see the Wolf Man. He's sitting there with these big claws, and you look a little closer and you realize that they're actually oven mitts that he's kind of taped points to. And he's kind of dual wielding these sticks as he's shoving them in the cotton candy machines and twisting them around. And he goes, "Ha! Welcome! You here for cotton candy?"
I love your costume.
Thank you. My wife made it.
Wonderful. I want 3 cotton candies and a fence.
I don't sell fences.
Do you know who does?
But I sell cotton candy.
Or buys them?
Buys and sells fences. No. We're a theme park. We sell things and foods, not building supplies.
Okay, well, just the cotton candy then.
Okay. Got that. And he starts passing you one as he starts building another. That'll be $27.
I'm assuming we don't have money, right?
I mean, you might. You didn't really get a chance to take the cash out of the jewelry store.
Not like I'm carrying a wallet or anything, so.
And he's only handed us one so far?
Yeah.
Well, Casper's gonna look at his and say, "Oh, well, I don't have any money, so thanks," and then turn away and walk.
You hear him go, what do you mean you don't have money? Fiona, we got a thief out here.
And the Cyberman
from the back
is just going to look at him and say, "We don't need money." Can I make an intimidation check?
You're gonna need to make 2 because his wife rolls out in a nearly matching costume, but she doesn't have her gloves on, and you see her fist balled up, and in another hand she's got a whatever she seemed to grab from the back, which is a cast iron skillet, and it doesn't look like it would be fun. So we'll start with our dear friend,
They
the
have
Wolf
long
Man.
blonde hair, or maybe short brown hair.
No. Maybe. Does she princess on other days? Perhaps. But not today. Today, she is the werewolf.
All right, two intimidation checks coming right up. That's not great. So one of those is going to be a 16, and one of them is going to be a 9.
You successfully get the werewolf vendor to back down. He's like, "Oh, hey, all right. You know what? It's just one. It's fine. It's for a kid. The lady's fine." But the wife is having none of this, and you watch her just kind of vault up and over and out of the stall, and starts looking around. Which one is it? Which one is it?
I'm gonna use Fell Glare on her.
Alright, what do I need to do for
DC
that?
13 Wisdom saving throw.
I've got nothing on that one, so let's see what the dice say. That's a 10. She looks around. She just kind of looks at you. Her eyes go up. She's whatever it is. Like, I don't know if it's your breath or the eyes. And she locks eyes, and she just kind of stumbles back and does a full feet up in the air backflip accidental roll into the stall and does not stand up and just stays cowering Hobbit style out of the way.
You know, maybe it is nice having some grumpy people with you. People don't yell at and throw things as much.
We must be sneaky. No stealing.
Okay. Well, I'm keeping the cotton candy, though. And, yeah.
He did
That
say you
is
could.
fine. You may have mine.
2? Best day ever.
I have no need for such sweet pleasantries.
Life is much more fun when you have sweet pleasantries.
All right, I'm going to open up a little more of the map for you as you've moved about. So from this angle, you can see that you're currently in a little dead-end corridor. There are some other small shops that you're welcome to visit. Looking back towards the middle, you see a person in a big overstuffed suit. He has a blue hat, a blue shirt, a big duck bill, and he appears to be selling hats out of a mobile cart. He also does have a small pot of food, mostly apples. Not a lot of candy. Probably the lamest of the trick-or-treating options yet. Additionally, as you look further down, in basically exactly the opposite of where you are, you see a very bright and vibrant little corner come to life that appears to be an arcade. There are a lot of other things going on, but you see your dear friend the Paladin starting to come north. Cat, give me an intelligence check to maybe investigation, or if you have any skills, let me know. Survival is acceptable.
If I have
as
any
you want to read the map.
skills.
Other than causing fear.
The only thing
Causing
I have
fear,
anything
chopping
in
heads.
is perception and athletics, so I do not have anything. So you said intelligence?
Yeah.
Alright. Because I'm -2. And that,
Oh no.
dear friends, is a natural 20.
Nice. All right. So with your 18, you make quick work of this map. You realize that it does indicate who to
Also-
go to.
It's fun,
Ooh, that's
sparkly
great.
pink dice.
Ooh, you're using your new metal dice.
Yeah.
Wow. Total DM approval. Very nice. So on your map, you see a bunch of little scribbles and scrawls. You see Forge, the scooter salesman, indicated as a no-good sneak. But you see Walt, over at the arcades, as a information. I believe the word translates to Bucket. Jim Dark Magic, the wand salesman, is a sly and shady informant. The Darkling Spoon Seller is marked as enemy number 1. And Scanlan himself has said the title just kind of goes on and on and on and on and on, and it really is just a bunch of accolades identifying his awesomeness. Moving out of this area, you're kind of a little worried because nothing about Jabba is mentioned. He's not even on the map. Moving north, you see that there is a small scribble called, with no words, it's 3 circles, and it's off to the right. It seems to be just kind of tucked away, almost inconspicuous. And between the buildings as you go between where you are and where you need to be in the Central Plaza. Down in Central Plaza, you see 2 people identified. One is called the tooliest tool of all Toolville. And then the other is very pretty boats woman. And that is really all the map gives you.
It is most interesting that Jabba is nowhere on the map. Could that be a clue?
I suppose carriages are really just fences with wheels.
And he is a thief, notably.
Should we go to the arcade master and perhaps see if we can find some information from the information bucket?
We could try. Although, I'm not sure what we have to trade. Because I don't have money. I just have cotton candy.
Perhaps we can trade services or intimidate him.
Perhaps we can trade his life.
Spooky. Okay.
All right. The 3 of you cross in front of Donald 1. Skip past Jim Dark Magic. Narrowly avoid Forge, who is the evil of all evils. Enemy number 1. You pass a second giant duck in a blue hat. This one seeming to be almost a carbon copy of the first, but selling t-shirts instead of hats. Until you land yourselves outside of a very, 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 very loud arcade. Looking inside, it is filled to the brim with kids and their parents playing games. All the games seem to be giving out candies instead of tickets or coins. So you see kids just raking it in. There's a very large, brutish boy just kind of shoving against the glass of one of those machines where you put the token in and it slides down and it pushes the tokens off. It's really just filled with taffies now. So he's just trying to shake it down, hoping for an earthquake or something. But no one seems to be bothering him, and he doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. Behind the counter, taking tickets and handing out foot-long pixie sticks, is a very old white-haired gentleman. He is very well-dressed. Bow tie, suspenders, the works. And he's got a pretty impressive smile on his face.
Does anything seem off? Would it make sense for us to do like an investigation or an insight check on anything?
You're more than welcome to do an insight check. Feel the vibes. What you got?
Okay. Vibes check. I gotta figure out what that is. That's intelligence, and that's just
Wisdom?
a -2. Oh.
You can use wisdom.
You're right.
It's better.
I don't know. I was looking at
Casper's vibe check
investigation.
was a nat 1, and so his vibes is that he
no.
likes all of the loud sounds and lights.
Casper is in his element.
I would like to reiterate that this is a different dice, but it's also a nat 20.
Ooh, I'm never letting you play in now school.
That means that's actually an 18, but it's a second
Wisdom
nat
is
20.
also negative.
Yeah.
Nice. What's Cyberman doing here? Did we lose
Wondering
Nathan?
whether I'm going to try and grapple him and whether he seems like he has enough information that he would be better off on our team. I'll see what sort of vibes our Nazgul friend gets first.
Let me see if I can find his character sheet. Oh. All right. You make your way in and through the very loud clanging, banging, drumming. You hear dring, dring, dring over and over and over as children are just winning. It's like the games are all set to easy mode for the sake of this extravaganza. They want them to win. Moving through and around, you see there are tokens lost on the floor. There are little coins here and there, and there's even tickets that are just completely unattended because there's so much going on that it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. Further into the center, you can kind of get in line and you gain the attention of your person. I can't find. Who is going to try and talk here?
Not me.
You're both scary, so I can ask, but what do you want to know?
We're trying to figure out where the fence is. Like he seems like he's probably been around here for a while. He probably knows where anything where any sort of like sketchy areas of the park are. I don't know how you ask that without raising serious alarm bells, though.
Oh, I can handle that.
Oh, okay.
I had a cousin who liked to do this. That's the form that I take. And Casper turns back into the female form again, and then saunters up to the old man. Hello, sir. Where would a girl like me
Welcome
find
to my park.
some fun?
Give me a performance check to get your meaning across.
Yeah, way to like turn yourself into a prostitute, Peter.
I didn't specify the kind of fun. She might be looking for drugs or something. I don't know. Casper doesn't know what this girl's looking for. He just knows that's how you do it. That was
I'm aware.
a 17 on the dice for a 20.
Which makes it worse.
Well, his passive perception is 19, so you pull it off. I'm sorry, I picked a really powerful person for Walt Disney, but the dice want this to happen. Oh, what kind of fun are you looking for, kiddo? Because we've got everything, all sorts of thrills, all sorts of chills. It is Hallows Eve. You looking to buy? You looking to trade? You looking to disappear? I know a couple of magic acts.
Oh, I can disappear on my own. We're looking to trade.
See, this is the area where you buy. You're gonna have to go north if you're looking to trade anything.
Oh, north. That makes sense. Thanks. And she turns
You're welcome.
around.
Stay out of trouble.
Oh, I will. Wink.
I suddenly realized we should be looking for the area of the park with the pin traders that all have like, you know, the guys that got like, hey, I got a cloak with a bunch of pins. You want to trade a pin? Like, that's the person we're looking for, right?
That's the person.
Casper's gonna go over to the Nazgul and Cyberman and say, we have to go north, but I don't know where that is.
How far north?
Can I make a survival check to figure out where north is?
Yes. DC 5.
Oh, I rolled a 4, so but that's +3 or no? Is it intelligence or if it's intelligence,
Wisdom?
that's a 9.
It's wisdom.
It's a 5.
There you go.
I got 14, so.
There you go. You know that the gate you came in is to the south. That north is leading up towards the center area.
Did you find out how far north?
No, I just assumed that you guys would know what that meant.
Useless imbecile child.
That wasn't very nice. Cyberman, I don't like the Nazgul
I
anymore.
am not nice.
For a moment, the Cyberman ponders trying to turn the Nazgul, but it feels like it would attract attention, so he doesn't.
Is there? Would you like to go back and try and talk to Walt again, or are you gonna figure it out on your own?
I vote we press on and try and
Yeah.
figure it out on our own.
All right. Leaving the noisy, busy, exciting arcade behind you, you see across the way that Zenk, the paladin security guard, has made his way to the cotton candy stand. And seems to be having a very, well, he's not very animated, but the Wolfman is very animated as he's talking to the security guard.
Why don't we go ask the carriage rider to take us to a place where we can trade?
As long as he doesn't ask for money. Maybe he likes cotton candy too. Casper's the ghost again.
So friendly. Is that the plan?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Works for me.
What else? Like, I mean, we could just keep walking north.
Let's go
feel
north.
like I've frozen.
Got one vote for North. What's Casper want to do?
Sorry, I froze. What was the other option?
You proposed going by Java. Nathan said he's fine walking north.
I'm fine with whatever.
What does Casper want to do? Jabba. I can't think of a good reason that Casper wants to see the carriages, but let's go with the carriages.
All right. Moving further south, you pass again behind Forge. You see the Darkling with his spoons. He is over there. No one really paying attention anymore. He had this enormous crowd when you first walked in, and it's very, very empty now. You could probably attribute it to the crate in front of his shop that is completely empty and devoid of all candy. So he's over there juggling spoons, and it doesn't seem to be giving any sort of getting any sort of attention. Moving on to Jabba, you can see that the horseman is on his way around. That Zenk has begun to follow your footsteps towards the arcade, expecting to meet you along the way. And you step up to a very, very large puppet of a man. Welcome. Who's riding the carriage?
Me?
One.
Wait, are you like the Count? I love that guy.
No. I do too. I'm like the Hut.
What?
Pizza is my name most days, but for the holiday, I am the Jabba.
Robert, that was terrible, and you should feel ashamed.
Oh, I'm not. I'm so proud of myself. It's okay. I have no idea if my wife is listening. I'm hoping she's not.
Don't worry, this is
'Cause I'm
recorded.
gonna hear about that one. That's true. Someone is going to time mark it. 9:12
Truly
probably makes the
fantastic.
worst pun of the night.
I will
We
run.
have no money to trade. However, perhaps we can find some service to provide.
I'm welcome any sort of bartering. What would you trade for?
What do you need?
I don't know what's wrong with you. I just work here. Come on, yeah, go with me a little bit. What would you trade for a
Cotton
carriage
candy.
ride? Cotton candy.
Now we both have cotton
And
candy.
one of the attendants comes over and takes the cotton candy from Casper, and she starts eating it because the guy in the suit obviously can't even reach with his little puppet arms to his face.
We desire to go north towards where you can trade
But also,
things.
real quick, Robert, I can't believe you missed out on the opportunity to have a very disgruntled and annoyed attendee in a Leia suit feed him cotton candy.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, that would have been better.
We don't
That's gonna happen
support
when you-
sex slavery here. We don't support sex slavery here. It's okay. Robert made the right choice.
Casper
Thank
doesn't know better.
Casper does not know better. Casper just thinks it's a funny bit because he's 6. You metal man, are you going north to trade? Are you looking to trade with the mouse?
Worse.
You have something that the mouse wants?
I don't have anything. I have no possessions. I have muscle.
You have all the metal stuff that you stole from the jewelry store.
True. I could also put on a heck of a fireworks show.
Oh, you show me. I will give you passage for a show.
Oh, you'll give me passage for a show? And he just leans back and starts shooting lasers. Pew.
Make an attack roll
All right.
with whatever your laser cannon thing is.
So it is, let's see, laser ranged weapon attack plus 3 to hit, range of 60 feet. So that's going to be 15 to hit.
Nice. They go exactly where you're planning, and you don't have any misfires or mishaps or shoot any civilians or pedestrians. No children were harmed in the making of this bit. You're obviously not a stormtrooper. So. And he goes, I like you. You may ride. Here comes the carriage. What about you?
Who is that directed at?
You. You're the last one.
I can also give you a show.
Oh.
And I am going to look over at whoever was standing next to him, who was feeding him the cotton candy.
Yep.
And give them a solid fell glare, which is a DC 13 wisdom save. I just love glaring at people, okay? It's so much fun. It makes me happy.
Well, you are not scary enough for Leia, because Folea gets a 16 on this one. And she just kind of looks at you back like, yeah, I've seen better.
Damn it.
Did you make that at home?
Casper's just gonna snicker.
Puny child.
Also,
Puny
hydrate.
child.
Ooh.
Oh, hydrate.
I might need a refill. Janine, if you're listening.
The carriage parks out in front, and all of you see that Zank seems to be kind of galloping in your direction. It appears that the laser show has caught his attention.
Big surprise there.
No surprise there.
And remind me, is Zank specifically looking for my ghost form or my human form? Okay,
Ghost
I'm going
form.
to change back into the girl then when I see him.
Okay.
Hydrate again. I cannot hydrate. I shall die of thirst. But it's okay because I'm a ghost.
There. I'm trying to think of what else I could do based on this character sheet. Can I make a really fun, flourishy weapon attack at but just to use it as a performance kind of thing?
Yeah. But let's
How do you want me to do that?
So you're gonna take your greatsword and just kind of wave it and swirl it around and make it gorgeous and beautiful. And I'll take an attack roll for that. You're showing off your weapon skills.
That is a 10.
Plus.
Nope.
Oh.
Wait, your weapon attack doesn't have a bonus?
Oh no, it does.
Okay.
Plus 7.
You spin it around and it slices into the floor and then into the ceiling, and suddenly everyone realizes you're not you're not spinning a toy weapon. You have a real sword, and people kind of start stepping back. Jabba can't, and he's just kind of like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, yo, I don't get paid for this. You can ride. It's all right. It's all right."
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly how I planned it.
You turn around and the driver hops off of the cart and starts kind of running away.
I've always wanted to lead a carriage. Can Casper
ever
float
is
over
Casper-
onto
a
the horse?
horse?
Like onto the horse?
Absolutely.
Not in the driver's seat, on the horse.
Absolutely. Which one, the left or the right? There are two Clydesdales here.
The Clydesdales were fucked.
I'll go on the left one. It also looks weird
Alright.
because I'm still in the human form too. So like he forgets
Yep.
that he's supposed to be walking in human form and just like hovers onto the horse.
I am going to get in the driver's seat because I know how to drive a carriage.
You do know horse things.
Sounds
All right.
like 100% better idea than me trying. So,
All right. Let's have the Nazgul make a wisdom check to see your animal handling, or if they just flee from you.
A non-natural one.
The horses spook immediately and take off racing. You outpace Zenk by so much time as he pulls up and stops by Jabba. And the three of you are just, I mean, there are children getting yanked out of the road. There are people just kind of going, "Hey!" Somebody actually throws a tomato at the carriage. And it's a little concerning. Can I get a animal handling check from Casper to try and calm the horses before they, or steer the horses or
What is
something?
animal handling?
Just wisdom.
Okay. $17 on the dice, so that's an 18.
That is enough. What would you like to do to the horses?
Casper is going to goad them on to see how fast they can go north. And then he's going to yell out as he's goading them on, "Now this is pod racing!"
that's cool.
Can I just take an out-of-game moment to say this is the most fun I've had in a D&D stream in like ages. This is pure chaos at like peak chaotic fun levels. This is fantastic.
Thank you. Peter, I'm going to give you a full legendary inspiration. At any point, you can decide that a D20 is a nat 20.
For anyone.
Damn.
For
Great.
anyone. Okay, my chest hurts. That was incredible. All right, so you take off north. Cyberman, make me make me some sort of check to try and get them where you want them to go. and not just
Alright.
crash.
Oh.
Or to,
Okay.
because they look like they're going to be smashing into a cart if you don't prevent this.
Okay,
Too
hold
bad
on.
it's not a fence.
I'm just pulling up a character sheet so I can like think about what my skill options are because
Um,
I don't have them. I think it's mostly animal handling, right? Like
I mean, there is a cart of cabbages in the way. Not cabbages.
Cart of cabbages?
So you do what you need to do here.
We could
Um,
sprint through cabbages.
okay.
Casper's not gonna let you do that, or stop him from doing that.
I've got pretty good strength. I could try to like jump down, like jerk the horses away from it. So I'm going to. So all right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to use. I have enhanced speed that I can use twice a day. So as I see us approaching enemy,
okay.
enhanced speed that gives me +1 to dexterity checks, increases my speed to 45 for 44 rounds. I'm gonna try and get down in front of the horses and like pull them to the side around the cart.
All right. Give me that strength check with advantage then.
All right, so that's an 11 and a 4. So the 11 on the dice, and my strength is +3. So that's going to
Do you
be
have-
a 14.
Do you have athletics, or is it just?
No, my only skill proficiency is intimidation.
Oh, nice. Okay. That was a 15, though. Is that what I heard?
14.
14. All right. 14 is enough to not smash the cart, but you're going to have to decide if you are going to hit the cart or not. You have successfully maneuvered the horses away from the cabbages. How are you going to avoid them?
Can I use like a reaction to like fly over them? I do have fly speed.
If that's a thing you can do, yes.
I fly over them.
What does it look like as you suddenly start flying?
He yanks a season like I'm not gonna clear the cabbages, and then rockets just propel out of his feet as he like almost dives over the cabbage cart, and then rights himself in the air and lands in a run.
Amazing.
You know, you call yourself Cyberman, but you should really change your name to Iron Man. That was so cool.
But there's like one like Iron Man cosplayer who just like applauded him like.
Oh yeah. All right.
Rob not understanding like a basic Cyberman mechanic and being like, if that's something you can do, made my night.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. I
have-
am up to like 20 total Doctor Who episodes at this point, so I at least know what they are.
They have like
I don't know
crazy
what they can-
speed in the episode I watched last night. Like they blink and all of a sudden they've abducted a child. Like it's insane.
Wow. Ah. All right. So you're barreling down. Dust is flying. Banners left and right. Kids are being pulled out of the road, and you have a fairly straight shot. You look. If you're looking at the map, where the horse and carriage is, right in the center, is where you are at this moment. You don't see Zenk with you, but you're sure that the paladin is not going to give up chase too quickly. Let me get you guys all where you are, up on the horse and whatnot. You are basically parallel to that little side alley that had the 3 little dots drawn, and you see ahead of you is Central Plaza. What would you like to do?
We didn't know what the 3 dots were, did we?
You can give me a history check.
Okay. History. I suck at that.
I'm so sorry.
However, it's a nat 20, which means it's an 18.
I'm so glad you're not using
Where
these
do you
in the
buy your weighted
campaign.
dice?
You
Well,
you
okay.
need to go. You need to go give Misty. Okay, this is it. This is the plug. Misty Mountain Gaming. Awesome dice. Awesome dice.
Yes.
Buy
There's
all
your
of her
free
dice.
plug for all those nat 20s. I know the Ren
I
Fair's
mean-
done. Get PA.
Misty's the dice have a website, so you can still buy them.
Yeah.
MistyMountainDice.com or find them at the PA Ren Fair for the upcoming event that I cannot think of the name of.
Yuletide.
Yuletide.
There we go. Thank you.
I mean,
I'm like
I will
somebody
say-
in this group has to know what I'm talking about.
I will say for all the 3 nat 20s that I've had, I've also had 3s and 5s and 7s. Like, they are actually fairly balanced.
Maybe they're blessed that they only roll 20s when it matters.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you kind of like recall in your memory, you've seen these 3 circles, one big with 2 small. It's on basically everything.
Mickey Mouse
Um,
logo, isn't it? I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I was being vague for the sake of trying to get a roll out of you guys. But yeah, it's the Mickey Mouse logo.
And somebody said about the mouse.
They did.
So we should go
Does
investigate
that
the
mean
mouse.
it's a clue?
We should investigate the mouse.
Okay, let's go investigate the mouse. Is it like an actual mouse?
All right, I am
'Cause they
going.
don't talk.
I do not know.
Okay, I guess we'll find out together.
I'm going to need to know how you get off of the stampeding horse wagon.
Can Casper try to just pull them to a stop?
You are welcome to try. Is that a... What would you like to use that? Is that strength, charisma, animal handling?
I was gonna go with animal handling, but that's a 9. So
They seem to ignore you and your wispy
well,
hands.
then Casper is just going to ghost and just stop. And the carriage can just like
make me a
fly
dexter-
through him.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
This is a 2, which is a 3.
All right, you ghost, and your necklace and your spare cotton candy keep on with the carriage. Nazgul, how are you planning to dismount this as you see, as a cotton candy first splashes into your helmet,
Yeah.
and this necklace slams into your arm as the ghost in front of you vanishes.
Well, first I'm going to grab the necklace. And
I will let you do that.
then either animal handling or possibly strength or athletics to rein the horses in.
All right. I will take athletics to kind of force them to stop.
Which one was that?
We are looking for an athletics DC
Athletics.
18. They are They are charging away here.
I only got a 14.
All right. You pull on the reins, and they just snap in your hands. As these two horse powers just not listening.
I guess I'm gonna do
Save
a
my cotton
dive and
candy!
roll.
All right. Give me a athletics, acrobatics, or dexterity saving throw.
Okay. An athletics saving throw? What would that be?
You do athletics, acrobatics, or dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I see.
In case you have proficiency in dex saves.
I got a 16 on athletics.
All right. Yeah, you are able to jump down. It's not pretty, but you don't hurt yourself either. So you're fine. What is Cyberman doing?
I was running, so I can stop.
You and so you guys watch as the cart continues just barreling towards Central Plaza. And you peer down this long alley between the buildings that is fairly narrow and oddly gets very dark the further you go away from Main Street.
But the important question is, did the Nazgul bring my cotton candy back?
The Nazgul is currently wearing your cotton candy.
Can I try and pick it off? Put it back together?
I will swipe you with a claw.
So that's a no.
I wanted to eat more of that.
You didn't eat any of it.
I know, I didn't eat any of it. I don't eat.
It's amazing. All right. You see down, coming around Jabba's hut, Zenk at full tilt on his steed.
Wait, who's coming full tilt? Oh, okay.
The paladin.
Yeah, I'm like, it's gotta be Zank.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna hide in the alley?
All right. Then give me some stealth checks as you vanish
Can I
into shadows.
vanish into the wall?
You can also vanish into the wall.
Cool, because
should you so
I'm the one
choose.
he's looking for, so I'm gonna go
Well,
like
you
straight up
can.
into the wall.
Not a problem.
I got a 7, but I feel like I should have advantage because I'm dressed in all black.
How far down the alley are you going?
Very.
All right. If you're going into the shadows, I will let you roll for that. And I'll even unlock the shadows. Look at that.
I got a nat 20, which
18.
is very appropriate considering I'm not there.
I
Yeah.
still have a 7.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm too scary.
How did our Cyberman do?
18.
18. All right. So Cyberman, you're able to vanish into the shadows. The Nazgul is very, very obvious. You're not sure what it is, but then you just kind of suddenly hear this little squeaky voice from the end of the alley. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hi, kids. Why are you hiding in the dark?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Hiya, kids. Why are you hiding in the dark?
Are you the mouse? Casper comes out of the wall with a gasp.
Shh. We don't talk about the mouse.
Are you? No. How do I?
You can call me the fence.
Sure. Fence. We have shiny things for the fence.
Oh, we don't. Oh. You are looking for the fence. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Did the pretty one find you? Did he see you come down here?
Pretty one.
Yes.
Up on the high horse.
Oh, High Horse, yeah.
He's,
That's him.
he saw me take a map, but then I turned into a girl and I got
He
away.
sees everything.
And we raced on horses.
All right. That's super fun. I'll tell you what. You guys go through that door, and I'll meet you downstairs.
Okay. And Casper's just going to go literally through the door.
You don't actually see the face of the mouse, but you can all just kind of hear this like rustle, as if the head just kind of went. "Rrr." That was cool. Okay. And then you hear him start moving in the shadows. Are the other two following?
Do I feel like I can follow safely?
I mean, you feel like you are a sitting duck here, out in the open. If you had to pick which thing is scarier to you, it would be the paladin and not the shady mouse.
So I'm gonna try something stupid. I'm gonna pretend I'm just taking a piss on the wall. So
Does your body even have water?
I have no idea. We're just gonna go with it. I don't know if I have to like rustle some leaves or to make the sound or like what. Like we're gonna do a performance check. I'm hoping.
To see if the Nazgul
All
had
right,
peed
all right,
recently
give me a
enough
performance
to
check.
know what it sounds like.
I mean, like I don't know. Can I try that at least?
Absolutely.
Okay. I recognize that it's dumb, but I can't think of anything else to get him off my tail. It's a nat 20.
Misty.
I mean,
All right, we're gonna have a
it's
conversation.
technically -3, so it's the 17. But it's a nat 20 for pissing on a wall.
You're Cyberman, what are you doing?
I was just going to open the door and follow.
You
Call me
you
crazy.
do so. It is you walk into a fairly dark room, just where the ghost and the room seems to be painted in splotches and splatters of fluorescent glow-in-the-dark paint. Most of the room is completely black, floor, ceiling, walls, except for this fluorescent glowing paint. You don't hear anything, but as you survey, there are people in the room, all just kind of dancing. And then you hear the sound of rustling leaves, and it sounds like someone's peeing outside on the wall. Kat, you deserve a proper inspiration, but I'm not giving you the auto 20 because you've had too many 20s this game. So you just get advantage at your next choice of.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Does Zank decide to leave me alone after he sees me peeing on a wall?
I'm gonna roll.
Because I
Okay.
could be like, if Zank's trying to keep things, on the level, peeing in public is a crime.
Yeah, that's a 19. He sees you and just kind of is very perplexed at why you're kicking around leaves.
Damn it.
But you seem to be harmless. And the screaming that's happening in Central Plaza draws him away.
Perfect. I'm gonna.
So he keeps riding after the runaway carriage.
I'm going to go through the door now.
You also enter the silent rave. You look around the room, seeing it's not a lot of people. It might be 20 people in costumes, all of them wearing headphones, and up at the far end of the room that has its own entrance and exit, you see a turntable and a person wearing a giant mouse head.
Hysterical. Okay, this is not on my character sheet at all. Can the Cyberman go through the FM frequencies or whatever and figure out what they're hearing in the silent rave?
Yes, absolutely. You tell me, what music is this mouse playing?
I mean, it's got to be the craziest. No, it's not just straight EDM. It's classic Disney songs turned into EDM.
Yes, currently playing is
upon to start dun, 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 dun,
There it is. When You Wish Upon a Star is currently getting destroyed with electronic music.
I like the suggestion that 13 Silent Poets used. It's When You Wish Upon a Star, but to the Darude Sandstorm beat.
Oh no, that's gotta be fun. You see this one person just breaking down way too hard, and it's gorgeous and beautiful and fun. Yeah, what would you like to do?
The Shadow Mouse said we had to find him or someone else. Okay.
It seems like him.
Didn't he say he would meet us?
Yes, he would meet you down here.
So I feel like we just have to wait for him.
I mean, there's a mouse as the DJ.
Oh, okay.
Then Casper's just gonna float straight to the DJ.
As you do so, you kind of pass up and over the crowd, and you look around and you realize that everyone here is in costume, but not in costume. A lot of these people are your kind of people. This is a Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Thank you. And as you get up to the fence, he spins a new disc, and you hear everyone just kind of pause for a moment, readjust, and start dancing all over again to a new song, to be determined by whomever puts the first thing in the chat. That is delightful. So you made it. What are you selling?
Jewelry. And Casper's gonna hold up the necklace that's around his neck.
No, it's around my neck now.
Oh, Casper's gonna hold up the necklace and realize there's nothing there. Jewelry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so do you see the box over there? You put whatever you need in the box, and it's going to give you tickets to the ferry.
What does the fairy give us?
The way out. She gives you the escape.
Oh. Okay.
The Cyberman demagnetizes and everything just clanks to the ground, and he picks it up, and deposits it in the box.
You could say, even with the dancing, you could hear a pin drop in the circle.
Oh.
Yeah, pulling out all
It was,
the
very,
bad
it was very
ones.
loud, actually. It was extremely loud.
Are we supposed to deposit all of the jewels in order to get the tickets to the ferry?
Yeah, of course. This is where you drop the stuff.
Interesting. All right. So I will deposit the ring, but I'm going to hold on to the necklace for now.
The ring goes in, and it spits out one ticket.
Sorry, you're not keeping the ring? You and Nazgul are not keeping the ring? You're holding onto the necklace?
Oh, that's fair. That was stupid. I'm going to put the necklace in and hold on to the ring.
Nice.
Much better, thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
That was a dumb on my part.
Nathan, you are getting inspiration to use on someone else now. That was fantastic. The
So I get
necklace
one
goes in, and
ticket
you get
for the
one
necklace.
ticket.
All right. How many tickets does the Cyberman get when he puts all of his metal stuff in?
Are you putting all your stuff in?
I'm putting it all in, yeah.
All right. It goes
I have no use for this stuff.
clink, 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 clink. It kind of, once you're done depositing, the lid closes, and one ticket pops out.
Okay, put my
Excellent.
necklace in.
What else do I have?
You have your sword.
I have the ring. Did I get any other treasure from the...
No, because you ended up kind of like setting off the alarms. And
Ah. All right, well then I will put the ring in as well.
all right. It goes in, closes down. Third ticket pops out. And they say the fairy. And you see the mouse behind you just kind of waving. Have fun. Don't get caught.
Do we know, based on the map, where the ferry is?
It is probably one of two places up in the Central Plaza.
Okay.
Based on the map itself, you do know that there are multiple areas with waterworks, so there could be a few different options. So I am going, unless you have any objections, I will fast track you into the Central Plaza.
That's fine.
We are nearing 10 o'clock. And here comes the final reveal. All right. And let me get
Feel like
our dear
boat
paladins up here.
sales. Boat sales sounds promising.
All right. As you begin to leave the buildings of Main Street and enter into the Central Plaza, you find the very large, very vast, spidery network of the center of this theme park. The north and east, there is a man dressed in a very large outfit. It looks like he's sitting on top of a horse and has, for some awful reason, attached giant spider legs to that horse. He is near the log flume. Up to the north, straight up, you see a lazy river, but currently a new rider, along with Zenk, the paladin security guard, are trying to calm the horses and deal with whatever mayhem has been happening that way. Immediately to your right, you see a gorgeous, gorgeous man in all of his budding glory. His hair is flowing in the wind, and there's not even a breeze. It's just billowing. And he is with a candy stand that has every size, shape, and taste of candy you can imagine. Looking to your left, that would be the northwest. You see a woman there with a very quaint, very simple garden. She seems to be selling little potted plants that you can take away. Some of the cacti are actually grown into the shape of that mouse, which is adorable. And then you remember the two items and people that were on your list. Edgin is in the far northwest. He seems to be leaned casually against the castle. The entryway to the castle, which you all know is very famous here. A great place to hide, a great place to meet nobility, a great place for food, wine, and lots of fun. And it does eventually get you to the moats, because every castle has a moat. And then on the western side, a little to the south, is Vex. She seems to be very bored, standing at a ticket sales booth. And behind her are a series of boats.
Boats! They said we have to take a ferry, right? And a boat's kind of like a ferry. So, I think we should go to the boats.
Seems logical.
Can we do a vibe check on the boats?
Sure.
See if there's anything, because like, if we're expecting a ferry, I would imagine there would be something magical or some such.
Great. As you get close, Vex stands up and she just kind of folds her hands and looks you all over. What? And you're welcome to give me an insight check with wisdom. Or you could do maybe investigation or something, if perception, if you really wanted to.
Casper's not going to bother checking, and he's just going to hold up a ticket and say, "We have ferry tickets."
Oh, that's nice.
Are you not the fairy?
I got an 11.
Shh, you can't say that out loud.
Oh, sorry. Are we supposed to whisper like the shadow?
Yes. Okay. So, wait. Are you the reason that he's... Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Technically,
Yes.
the Nazgul did that. I just had fun while it was happening.
You see that she is very delighted by all of that. Okay. I will be leaving in 4 minutes. That is the ferry. Can you get there without drawing any more attention, setting things on fire, or generally disrupting or causing mayhem?
Where did she point to the ferry?
Behind her, and there's actually a little boat kind of tucked over, and it has the word ferry with 2 R's, and then a set of little butterfly wings off of each side.
So, like, easily accessible?
You didn't see it until she pointed it out. It is not.
Okay.
It's kind of like tucked around, but yes, there doesn't seem to be anything preventing you from getting there.
Like
I'll just fly over onto it then.
Casper is going to turn invisible again and then reappear to catch his ticket. I can do that.
All right.
And
Then
I will walk over.
let's get some stealth checks as you hear who's starting to beat down the path.
D20.
Is that a dirty 20, you said?
Sure is.
Nice.
6.
Nathan, do you want to do something about
So
that?
2 questions. Do we need to be holding on to our tickets?
Oh, I can do
Do we
something
need to be
about
holding
that.
on to our tickets anymore?
No, she's going to
Okay,
take it.
can I go into the ethereal plane to hide?
Certainly, you'll have advantage.
Because I rolled a 7. So...
Tell me how I rolled with my inspiration and got 2 6s.
Never mind. I just rolled a nat.
Because you've had
I
multiple
rolled a nat
20s.
1, so I'm using my inspiration to make it a nat 20.
All right. That's a good call. It's a very good call.
Nazgul, do you need more inspiration?
Can I have more inspiration?
Nathan's
Sure.
allows you to re-roll.
Again?
Sure.
Yes.
Consider a premonition.
Nat 20, baby.
I give
That's
up.
how we do it.
You win D&D. There you go. 2 weeks in a row, you won D&D.
What bar for Phineas to give to Nazgul? Because I just put that inspiration on his character sheet.
Nice. The 3 of you slink out of the sun and into the shadows. You follow along this little ridge line off the beaten path onto some slightly worn grass and the shade. And very quickly you realize that this is not a commonly traversed area of the park. This is only for those who know where they're going. The Nazgul, for the first part of it, just his sword is just gleaming and glowing and reflecting the sunlight before the Cybermen just somehow makes a shade appear. I don't know what, but it's gorgeous, and you all vanish. And then 3 minutes later, Vex flutters with her little glittery fairy wings up to the helm and starts the engines. And before long, you find yourselves away from Disney World and connecting with some friends of yours out on another boat in the middle of the water, where they wait with a big pile of money. Happy Halloween.
Is one of our friends Flynn Rider?
Absolutely. But with the bad nose.
Because his dream was to have a giant pile of money.
dreams
He is,
enormous
in
piles of
fact,
money.
He is, in fact, the person that runs all crime around here.
Nice. Very nice. That was delightful.
You're welcome.
I had a fantastic time. So, role-playing Cyberman, harder than I thought it was going to be. He's really more built for combat than roleplay.
Honestly surprised we killed no one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very happy.
definitely- I definitely had the option of making an army of Cybermen from every child going into the theme park. That was certainly a thing that could have happened. But I'm like, I don't know that we want this to be that kind of
I could
stream.
have also turned all of the children into middle-aged adults.
What?
All
It's
of
true.
them.
That would have been hysterical.
And I possessed.
Y'all had very
I possessed
interesting
no one.
characters.
I know. I was really expecting you to get out of the paladin search by possessing someone and body hopping
thought
or
about
something.
it, but- We found other ways.
I sure wasn't expecting our poor ticket salesman to make his DC 18 Constitution. I figured the hard part was getting through the athletics checks.
Yeah, that was impressive. All right, friends. Who wants to wrap us out?
That is a wrap on our Halloween special. We will see you next week for possibly a teaser again for season 2, possibly something else. We will let you know in the Discord when we figure it out. But until then, have a great week, and we will see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.